we go. It's a Football Friday, people. It is the one we've been waiting for 7 months. You know who we are. Let's waste no time. Roll the highlight. Do it. Eagles and Cowboys kicking off the NFL season last night with extraordinary drama. Brandon Graham, Jeffrey Lurie, the banner ceremony, the Eagles players not on the field as they said they wouldn't be. Then, after the opening kickoff, Cowboys offense and Eagles here on the other end, which might save points.
Shades of Ben Roethlisberger.
Yes.
Divisional play right
Playoff. So much drama. Eagles defense celebrating with the tush push. Then everybody.
Last night, CD had a big game.
Who was covering them there, Dan?
Yep. Anybody opposite Quinyon Mitchell is going to be the storyline.
And then here's the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot throw it better by Dak Prescott. He gets CD Lamb on that inside breaking post route. It's perfectly thrown. He's going to catch it 99 out of 100.
He would have 3 drops last night.
Was 97.
Credited. A devastating one. And then 2 minutes to go. This is on a 4th down play.
He needs to catch this football. You can see how dejected he is here because he knows that's a big-time play.
Devastating. So the Eagles get it back, and here's your ball game. 1:45 to play. This is a 3rd down and putting a finishing touch on his masterpiece.
It's like watching the same play over and over and over again. He was sensational.
And so the Eagles hold on, and they win an unbelievable opener after the game. CD dejected.
Man, that's terrible. Honestly, I feel like, I can't point no fingers at nobody else, you know what I'm saying? And I take full accountability and everything else that come with it because, as for me as a player, I prayed for moments like that, you know what I'm saying, and the ball to come my way. And obviously for me to not come up with it, bro, it stings a little bit.
Wasn't just those plays. There's throws out there that I want back, but it's game one, and he's a guy that makes those plays. He's going to make those plays. We're not going to get down on him. We're not going to lose confidence by any means.
Okay, put your feet up if you're watching at home. We got all morning long to dive into what was an endlessly interesting opener, and both quarterbacks were terrific. There's so much to say about this. If CD Lamb holds on to some of those passes, the conversation we're having about Dak Prescott this morning would be deafening.
Yeah, but more importantly, Jalen Hurts was perfect.
Jalen was perfect.
Jalen played a perfect game. But the Cowboys' perspective, I think the Cowboys beat themselves, and that's your takeaway. If you're them, you're so encouraged by so much. If you take away the fumble by Miles Sanders late in this 3rd quarter, or if you catch 1 or 2 or 3 of those balls by Dak Prescott, it might be a different outcome. So I think if you're the
star that wears it on his helmet, not only you're a star receiver, one of the best in the league. Okay, Micah's not there to make a play for you on the other side. You know what I mean? You don't have a defense that, don't worry, defense got my back. You can't assume that now. So there's more pressure on the offense. Those plays have to be made. You have to score points. CD didn't get it done last night.
I feel like all offseason we talked about their interior offensive line and how they were so young up front. I thought the Cowboys moved the Eagles' defensive line with
Prescott playing as well as we've ever seen him play. We're talking about Dak Prescott playing on the tier with the Josh Allens, with the Lamar Jacksons, with the Joe Burrows, with the Patrick Mahomes. We're talking about CD Lamb's drops. Let's not forget that Jake Ferguson drops a touchdown before Miles Sanders fumbles the football, even though there's an unnecessary roughness. Yes, Jalen Hurts was perfect, but so was Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, along with Jalen Hurts, was the best football player on the field.
Yeah, go ahead, Eddie.
2 major questions answered for the Cowboys offense for me was the offensive line, how good it would be. They looked really good. And then Dak's hammy. Really, how was he in terms of mobility and the play that RC's referencing when he had to escape a sack, move to his left.
Yeah.
I mean, you're thinking about those screws in the hamstrings, and you're thinking if he's all right. He looked good. He's going to have a great year.
So I agree with you. I thought Dak looked fantastic. I think the 2 things that come off of it are we can't talk about the Cowboys' offensive line and the interior of the offensive line and not like that. That's so.
Well, it looks like Dory was benched.
They need to get in the transfer portal.
Yes,
that's what they need to do.
I think if you're the Eagles, it's a little bit of your perspective going. You knew, we talked about it yesterday. You knew this was going to be the case, right? That we were talking throw every ball opposite Quinyon Mitchell. It certainly felt like the Cowboys did, and so while you love the way that Dak played, I think if you're the Eagles, you're walking away going, there's a move to be made or a problem to be solved because you're
the entire team down. Everything that the Philadelphia Eagles do up front centers around Jalen Carter. When we're looking at the runs of Javonte Williams, when you see Miles Sanders go for 49, those are plays where you immediately think to yourself, where is Jalen Carter? And you know where he was? He was at the casino down the street, probably watching the game because Big Dom had to walk him into the locker room. You cannot do that. And if you're Nick Sirianni, you have to make an example out of him. That's one of those times that you walk in the meeting and you put the film on, and you know how you do it. Bill Belichick would do this. He'd put the film on, then he'd cut it off, and he'd only show Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott, and you got to cuss him out. You got to tell him how big of a mistake this is. You got to tell him how he let the entire team down. And if you continue to do this, you'll never be the player you're supposed to be, and certainly not the man.
And also what that did for Dallas. I mean, I'm watching this game in terms of what's the mentality like of an entire team that they know the ownership and the upstairs got rid of their best player probably less than a week ago. So how do they come out mentally? Then the Eagles' best player on defense gets thrown out, and then all of a sudden it's like, we got a chance. We got this. They just gave them life.
Philly, yes, Jalen Carter. Philly had 9 penalties for 110 yards and looked very undisciplined at times. Stuff after the whistle, standing over player, stuff that you don't expect from a championship caliber team. Usually you expect that from the other young upstart. I think they have a lot of things they can tighten up. And if I'm a Cowboys fan, yes, Jalen Carter wasn't on the field. You got to feel pretty good about your offense right now. We can hang with anybody.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. If you're Philadelphia, one, your quarterback was perfect. Jalen Hurts played as good as you can in the quarterback position. When it comes to the decision making, I literally think he played perfect. He took 1 2nd and 10 sack. Other than that, he had 3 throwaways and a drop. He went 19 of 19 when it comes to throwing the football, where and when. And then I'm not even talking about the decision making with the legs.
You're saying he played perfect. How many yards did he throw for? 130. And that's a game. That's a game. That's the dub.
But the ball went to the right place at the right time consistently.
That place was only A.J. Brown one time. We have so much to get to all morning long. I'm merely saying one of the many storylines in this game is that, A.J. Brown could have read multiple books last night while this game
But when it was on the line,
he winds up making one catch after the rain delay, and they wind up winning the game. Let me break briefly. We have so much to get to. You're going to